Welcome to the lesson 3 of passing an array to a function. In this lesson, we will pass an array to a function. Previously, in lesson 2, we passed a copy of array element x2 to function modify. In this way, the array element x2 was passed by value. We have seen that passing the array element x2 by value to function modify does not change the content of x2. This time, we will pass array x to function modify, not just an array element x2. Let's look at how to write the function header modify to accept an array. The function name is modify. It has one array parameter of type integer, a square brackets. A with square brackets means function modify is expecting to receive an array of type integer, such as array x. Inside function modify, a2 is added with 10. The result of addition is stored back in a2. Function modify does not return any value, so its return type is void. In main, function modify is called. We pass array x as an argument to the function. Notice how array x is written here. Just write the name of the array x without the square brackets. Let's run the program to see if array element x2 is modified to 22. We found that after executing the modify function, the content of x2 had changed to 22. Let's illustrate behind the scene why passing an array to function modify successfully changed the array element x2. First, an array x is declared and initialized to 10, 11, 12, and 13. Suppose the array is stored at memory locations 1000 through 1003. Then, function modify is called. The function is called with an argument x, where x is an array. Array x is passed to parameter a of function modify. What is passed to parameter a is actually the address of the first element, x0 of array x, which is 1000. Inside function modify, we have an expression a2 plus 10. Since a is passed with the address of x0, a2 is referring to the content of memory address 1000 plus 2, which is 1002. The content of memory address 1002 is 12. This is added with 10. The result, 22, is then placed in A2, which is the content of memory location 1002. Whenever we pass an array to a function, we are actually passing the address of the first element of the array to the function parameter. Passing an array to a function like this is called passing by reference. Passing by reference means passing the address of the first element of the array. Once the address of the first element is obtained, accessing other array elements can be done by using the index of array A. For example, in function modify, the expression A0 is pointing to the content of memory address 1000. The expression A1 is pointing to the content of memory address 1001. The expression A2 is pointing to the content of memory address 1002. The expression A3 is pointing to the content of memory address 1003. So, array A is actually pointing to array X. No copies of array X are made like what you have learned in lesson 2. This explains why, in this program, after the execution of modify x, the content of x2 is changed to 22. That's all for now. Thank you for watching.